Hey everybody, it's still Monday the 14th. It's 12 o'clock. It's about to be the 15th. So I've had a couple hours to think about this. I've come to the conclusion there's only a couple options. One, somebody on here saw something that I didn't like and called, which doesn't make much sense. Two, that I struck a nerve. Or if somebody did call, and I'm not sure, but if they did, I had the feeling it's someone who I believe was my friend, or someone who works for my family 6 days a week. And now I don't know that. I haven't come to anything. I called my grandmother before and told her, and she's like, well, just because you believe in God doesn't mean you got to tell people that, she said, you got to stop talking, or you're going to sacrifice seeing your son. Or no, you're going to give up your son. You're basically going to sacrifice your son and let them take him. Our Father sacrificed His Son. He gave His only Son so that we could all go home. They're not going to make me stop saying what I believe. And in the end, they're going to take my child out of my presence. I have to go for community counseling. She basically made it a threat. I need to know that you went within the past 30 days. For what reason, lady? Why? Because somebody called. So what? There is nothing. I would die before I'd allow someone or myself to harm that child. It breaks my heart every time I think about what happened to him at the dentist. Like, he was hurt. And the lady said, oh, did they put a mask on him? No, they didn't put a mask on him, lady, and if they did, that's here. That has nothing to do with bruises on his eyelids. Now, I'm going to have to go to the CCS, and they're going to say, oh, well, you need medication. And I'm going to tell them I'm not taking your medication. And then they're going to say, well, you're not compliant. There goes my son. They have me with no way out. None. It is either stop what I believe is right. I'm going to leave my Bible on the table, because when she comes up, I guarantee she'll say something, and I'm going to tell her, listen, lady, last I checked, the Constitution still stood. I could have whatever faith I want. I am not a threat to anyone, least of all my child. And if you really have a problem, I'm going to lose this battle. I know I am. They will take my child and put him in a home with the people like them. And now, Luzerne County is one of the most corrupt counties on the East Coast. I believe at one point it was voted the most corrupt county. The feds were here. They got a senator out of here. They got judges, towing contractors, everybody. They cleaned house with this place. The only place they never went is children and youth. And they are the ones who need to be investigated. They will take a white child who fits a certain profile out of a perfectly good home. But if there's a black child in a crack house, he'll stay. They have made parents miss deadlines on purpose so their child could be adopted out, and children need to get $10,000 or more. What is going to come from this? Is they're going to take my child because I believe in the Bible. And if I were to go in there and tell them, look around you, well, you're crazy. You can't have your son. this is going to cost me my son. They're going to take my son away from me. My grandmother doesn't understand. It doesn't matter what anybody else believes, whether they believe it or not. I can't deny my faith, and I won't. And in the end, my 3-year-old son, who has never done anything to anybody, is going to be placed in a home where he'll be used and abused because of a government agency that's overstepping its bounds, just like every single other government agency. These little kids that are coming across our border illegally have more rights than my child, who was born an American citizen, who has Lyme disease because of our government, who went to the dentist and came home with bruises on his face, and that's okay. But because I believe in the Bible, verbatim, I'm a threat to my son. I'm telling you, this is how it's going to end. They're going to come here and take my son. And I can't do nothing about it. I can't fight them. I can't lift a finger. I can't. Nothing. I won't. Soon they'll see. And if it was that somebody called because they're just nosy and have no idea what's going on, I need to forgive them. If that's in fact what happened. If it's what else I think, I was right. My 3-year-old son, an innocent child, taken out of a caring, loving home because I believe in Jesus Christ and the Bible. My heart is broken beyond words. I can't think about it. But I can't stop thinking about it. I want to tell that lady, my religion is none of your business. He's eligible for Head Start this year. My child will not go to Head Start. He will be homeschooled, which is legal. Liz is going to get a job. He could go to Head Start. For what? For what reason, lady? So he can be indoctrined that it's okay, that all this stuff that all little kids are exposed to now is perfectly fine and there's nothing wrong with it? My religious beliefs dictate differently. You don't see them doing this to the Mennonites. And I'll stand by what I said before. If Liz and I were men, they wouldn't do this. This is bad. And it's going to get worse really, really quick. They're going to take my son. Like, my instinct is when she comes here, tell her, get away from me. I'm a U.S. citizen. I have a constitution. But because children and youth is its own entity that answers to no one, they will come back and take my child out of my house by gunpoint. And as much as I believe in our God, and as hard as I try to be a good Christian, I'm human. And I'm a flawed human at that. Someone said that she went through this before and they ended up liking her. This is something very big. What I fell into was given, I don't know. If somebody went down there and said, I'm a prophet from God, oh my goodness, you need medication, put him in a psych ward. And that's what the people said, that he believes he's a messenger from God. This lady's evil. Children and youth are evil. Because I believe in the Bible and I try as hard as I could to follow everything it says. They're going to take my 3-year-old innocent child out of my arms. I've seen it. Pray that whatever the reason is for this, It serves a purpose. They're going to tell me you have to give up your son or give up your faith. And our faith teaches us that our God sent his only son to save all of us. I'm no better. Please, pray that I handle this like he would. And pray for the safety of my child, because I know what these foster homes are like. They're horrible. People better wake up, man. This is our government. This is what they are now. And this is what we are. Nothing. Nothing. They will kill us. They will take our children. They will take our land. They will do whatever they want to us. Whenever they want. And if you say something against them, this is what happens. They threaten your family. Please, don't stop praying. I love you guys. God bless.